curtain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I won't forget the blessings that I don't deserve. Because one street over there's a life I couldn't know would have kept me from the one I love today.
Oh, good morning. This is 1100 WSGI, and that's our wonderful Ridgetop Rambler singing us in with our theme song, One Street Over. What is going on one street over from where you're hanging out? That's what we're doing here. Hi, guys. I'm Utah Laverne. And again, this is 1100 WSGI. I got a little bit of a programming note for you. If you're a WDBL listener, that's the other side of the hall, they're having transmitter issues this morning. Since about 6 o'clock this morning, they are off the air. So just wanting to put that word out for you. Again, WDBL off the air at the moment. They're having some transmitter issues this morning. And we're here, and so we'll keep you informed. So be sure and join us. And again, we've got a good show. We've got a great show for you today. Got Credenda coming up here at 7:30. They've got their song "A Bridge in Dixon County" has been released for purchase, and so we're going to be talking to them because they are literally live up the street from us. And somebody else that I found out that lives up the street from me is Amy Lawrence. Good morning, Miss Amy. How are you doing?
Good this morning. I'm raring and ready to go.
I love it. And so, you're a local. You're Robeson County.
Yes, ma'am. I sure am. Just up Cedar Hill.
Well, and what brought this together? This is my dear friend Ace Timmermeyer. She's just awesome putting the pieces together because she was telling me about she first got me in contact with Robin Noblin because that is with the National Alliance for Mental Illness, because we used to have a group here and we're reorganizing a group, and so Robin's with the Davidson County, but you're the one doing the one here in Robertson County.
Yes, ma'am.
Do I have all that straight?
That is correct.
There you go. And so this is such a, man, especially because of COVID.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a big deal right now that so many people are dealing with mental illness, and we need to make sure that they have the resources that they need to get in front of it.
That's for sure. Because there's a lot of, it's gotten a lot more so with COVID going on.
You bet. And so we had a program before. Now, Robin's going to be calling in just a minute. Oh, I think that's her right now. Hang on just a second. And we're going to get her on the air with us. Robin, you with us?
I am with you.
Oh, very good. Now, the only problem is I'm going to be able to hear you, but Amy is not going to be able to hear you. So we're going to have to, because I didn't even think to put her in headsets. So I'm going to have to kind of let her know what you're sharing with us. But I didn't even think about that. But when we were trying to figure this out, we were going to have both of you guys on the phone, one of you the first 15 minutes and the other the second 15 minutes. So, but now we've got Amy in the studio with us, and she was just kind of unpacking that we are bringing NAMI? Is that how
NAMI?
NAMI, right.
Mm-hmm.
NAMI back to Robertson County, and I was going to let her kind of talk about the history of it here in Robertson County. So if you can hang out for a minute, let's let Amy go ahead and kind of fill us in on what we've had in the past and what we're bringing back. Is that okay?
Excellent. I'm right here. As just switch to me as you need me.
You got it. All right. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay. What's going on a little bit is Tony Cohen had started in 2016 and brought it in Robertson County at the beginning. His family had a little bit going on, and he had multiple things happening with his family. So he had started originally, but he had started going to Robin's group in NAMI Davidson County, and she had encouraged him to come into town here and get an actual group going in of an affiliate with Robertson County. And so she was a tremendous group going here and getting it started. She was implementing. And when I had started getting involved in it, I had been going to the Interfaith Coalition here in Robertson County, and Maria Smith was the one who was implementing and getting me started working with NAMI. it was interesting how I got it started, because I actually got into it because I had gone to the Tennessee Mental Health and started as a certified peer recovery specialist.
Right.
Because I just wanted to work with a support group, because I used to do that myself. And we saw that I actually have mental health, and I'm dual diagnosed. And so I wanted to be there to have something for other people. I had started going to the group that Tony Cohen had began, but then COVID set in. And so, of course, I needed to find a way to go to support groups again. And I had found Robin had the Zoom groups, and that's how I got started again into going to the support groups. And we were trying to find a way to get it back in Robertson County. It's been taking us about 6-7 months to really get it up and going again. And Robin has been a blessing to us, and she is mentoring me and helping me get going again.
Well, very good. And go ahead and put these headphones on. I think I may have fixed the problem here, Robin. We're going to put her in one side. Can you hear Robin okay? Go ahead. And Robin, what is there anything that she's missing in that little kind of overview that she just shared?
Well, I think Amy did a great job in telling you how, Robertson County came to start NAMI, but I'd really like to tell you a little bit how NAMI started.
Okay, that'd be
great.
great.
So that people know
and
what
she can
NAMI
hear
is.
you. She can hear you, so there we're all on the page now. There we go.
That's terrific. So, I think NAMI, Amy did a great job in how that came to, was coming into Robertson County. NAMI, just so people know, stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and what they're really about is mental wellness. And it started 40 years ago. This has been around for 40 years. It's in all 50 states, and it is the largest organization that is available for people impacted with mental health issues, and that can be anybody. We know it's at least 1 in 5, and we know with the pandemic it's even higher now. And so for anybody with mental health issues and their family members, and that's a really important thing, that NAMI is inclusive of family members. And I am myself primarily here, I'm what we call a two-hatter. I am primarily here because my dad was struck with paranoid schizophrenia when I was 7, and I had a sister with a dual diagnosis of developmental delays and schizoaffective disorder. This does have a tendency to run in families. And then I also deal with schizoaffective disorder. And so, but you can find NAMIs all over, and basically what a NAMI does, it provides support, education, advocacy, and awareness around mental health issues. And basically what I like to tell people is, if you've got a brain, you're one of our people.
I love that. Well, and it's so interesting as you're just kind of unpacking it. I was telling Amy as we were sitting down kind of getting going, my sister was bipolar, and she passed away a couple of years ago of cancer. But when we were kids, we had no idea what was going on with her. And we have some stuff and there's other relatives that suffer from probably bipolar too, but I don't know if they were ever diagnosed. If we had known earlier what my sister was going through and could have gotten her the proper help, it would have changed her life. And that's what some people don't realize, is that you've got to be on the lookout for it and help people get the right diagnosis. And when just the difference in night and day, whenever she was properly diagnosed, had the proper medication. And of course, now when she went into her cancer treatment, that kind of threw all that to the wind, because it made it all crazy again. But it was just, again, I can't say, I've had that conversation with different family members of how much it would have helped her if she'd been diagnosed early. And I think people just don't realize that. People, they don't want to talk about this stuff. That's right.
They don't. The stigma is so great around this. And in fact, we work closely with Vanderbilt here in Davidson County, and Dr. Hecker's chief of psychiatry there is one of the world researchers in schizophrenia. And he has told us, he's someone who was originally from Germany. You have a 10% better chance of going into managed recovery. And what you just said is you can go into managed recovery once you know what you're dealing with. Just like any other chronic illness, like diabetes or MS, you can do that if you know what you're dealing with. But in the United States, the stigma is so strong, unlike some of the other countries where they treat this as a health condition. That's what it is. There's an organ in the body that is disordered and having problems. And if we recognize this as an organ in the body and as a health condition, we won't be ashamed to get help for a medical condition. There is nothing wrong, and in fact, everything right. And so I'm so glad that first Tony and now Amy are working to bring that kind of information to Robertson County. We at NAMI Davidson have been looking forward to this because we'll outreach to whoever calls us, and we try to get them to the closest NAMI we can, and we haven't had one in Robertson. So both these people and the community, as you heard her mention, Maria Smith, NAMI it takes a village. NAMI's very, very collaborative. And so I've been so ever grateful. I know Maria myself, for the folks up there in Robertson County. So the work that, the groundwork that Tony laid, and now what Amy has been willing to pick up, that's why we're willing to support it around here in Davidson County.
Okay, so what does this mean? Are we going to have meetings, or how do you become involved if you're in Robertson County? I mean, are we ready to go? Exactly what does the facilitating of this look like?
So it's step by step, and I'll let Amy speak to the first steps and what's going on right now, and then I can speak to what we're helping to foster.
Okay, very good. Go ahead, Amy.
At this time, what we're doing is I have already started reaching out to doctors and letting them know about the beginning of this and that we're starting to have support group meetings.
Okay.
Our first support group meeting will begin on February 7th, the first Monday of February. We're going to meet at the hospital in the ground floor conference room, and there will be signs to let people know the directions of how to get there. It'll start at 6:30. And we're looking forward to having as many that are interested. And the thing that people need to understand, it's not just for those who have mental health conditions. It's for whether they're diagnosed or they feel that they have that mental health condition. It's for the families. It's for their friends. It's so that they can understand what is a mental health condition. It's so that they can help their friends and their family can help their loved ones. We're letting, like I said, the doctors know. We're letting Centerstone know. There's the Hope Center, or Center of Hope, that has just recently started. So we're trying to let the social workers know. I know that the hospital is letting their case managers and social workers be aware of it. So we're trying to get out there and make the first line out there who reaches and sees these people, make them aware of what's going out there, and that we are reaching out and letting them know that we're available. Mm-hmm. We're there to help support them. We're there for them to talk to, and we're there just to talk about their stuff. Right. It's more of, it's not there to just be, even though we're meeting at the hospital, we're not there to say you're sick. Mm-hmm. These are a disease that we deal with. It's not just something that we can not recover from. We can recover from these. Life gets better for us. It's not always something that's a problem for us. We've started having classes in education already. I've had a RAC class that was just this last weekend, and that means Wellness Recovery Action Plan. And that's where we go in and we write a plan for what we are intending to do if we have a crisis. Crises are temporary, but they come and go. And it tells our family what we want them to do. That's not our only thing that we plan to do. We have other classes that will happen in the future. We have a Bridges class, which that stands for building.
What does Bridges stand for?
Amy, I can never. Building recovery, yeah.
Cover me up there.
Well, I never remember the full acronym, to be honest.
It's building recovery of individual dreams and goals through education and support. It's a 10-week education class. And I'll let Robin tell about her class, and then I'll tell you about the class that I'll be offering.
Okay, and I'm going to let you to pause for a second. Let me go ahead and do an ad real quick. But we're speaking with, we've got Robin Noblin. Am I getting that last name correct, Robin?
That's correct.
Okay, and I've got Amy Lawrence in studio with us, and we're talking about NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Illness, and they're bringing a chapter here to Robertson County. Can't say enough about properly getting this diagnosed, having support for family members so you fully understand it, and just some really good information that we're sharing with you this morning. We'll get right back to it, but I do need to pause for a moment and talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards. They are with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team, friends of mine. You heard that the song as we started the show, that was Ridgetop Ramblers singing One Street Over. You'll hear that at the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival. And I mentioned that because Barry and Rebecca, that's where I met them. They've been friends of mine for a very long time. I've had the honor of hosting that show every year that it's been around. And the new date is like, I'm wanting to say March 20th and May 20th and 21st. It's coming up in May this year. But that you'll see them there. But you can meet up with them much sooner than that by just reaching out at sellwithbecky.com or by BUYRobertsonCounty.com. They have a very special invitation for you for 2022. Yes, they want you to get in touch with them if you're buying or selling real estate. If you need a realty team, they are your team. But they also want you to join their team. If you're looking for something different, if you're just looking for a new challenge, a new opportunity, have you thought about being part of a real estate team? The Exit Realty Garden Gate team want to make you part of their team, and it is a great opportunity right now with as hot as the real estate market is. Reach out to them. There's great benefits involved, and when you've got Barry and Rebecca's been at this a very long time, so she can get you acclimated very quickly. Barry is a marketer, so he has a unique addition to bring to the table is because he was a marketer. He was the vice president of a marketing company in Nashville until a short time ago, and then went full-time with real estate. And so having a marketer in your team, when you've got property to sell, he makes sure people know it's out there, and that's why you're going to get top dollar. So if you want to be part of their team, if you want to be part of what they have going on, reach out to them. And if you need if you need real estate professionals for buying or selling, sellwithbecky.com or buy, BUYRobertsonCounty.com. They buy and sell specialty in Robertson County, but also in the surrounding counties and across the state line at Kentucky. And if you want to get in touch with them again, sellwithbecky.com or go check out their listings at BUYRobertsonCounty.com, and always tell them U-Turn sent you. And we are talking about NAMI, the National Alliance of Mental Illness. We have in studio with us, we have Amy Lawrence. Robin Noblin is on the phone with us, and just a real interesting conversation. And again, I come to this with knowledge. What I do right now is I work in a benevolent center up in Nashville, and the people who we encounter that are dealing with homelessness and things like that are dealing with mental illness, we have a lot of people who we know when they come in, depending on how we're interacting with them, is they're having issues with medication, something like that. It is such a thing that can be treated, but you got to be able to identify it. Would that be fair?
Yes.
So where did we leave off? Go ahead.
That is so true. That is just so true. And when you see people walking down the street, you see somebody that's different, or maybe talking to someone that is not there, and you're just you're sometimes the tendency is to just walk away from that person or look down on that person. And you would not look down on someone that you saw, honestly, in the phases first of insulin shock, that was going into diabetic insulin shock, who might have some of the same behaviors, by the way. They get disoriented, they can look drunk, and if the police interact with that person when they go to pick them up, if they've got a medical ID wristband on them and they see diabetes, they're going to bring them to a hospital.
Right.
But with our folks, all too often, if you see somebody with those kind of behaviors, they're going to go to jail. We don't want that. We want them into treatment. And so NAMI is a big, in addition to the fact that they do the classes that Amy was talking about and the groups that Amy's talking about, NAMI is a huge advocate for people. And here in Davidson County, we've been working. We're part of a new program of Partners in Care with helping to develop a co-responder program. And up there in Robertson County, we'll be supporting Amy for any advocacy issues up there. So it's and then so we do say we support, we educate, we advocate, and create awareness. And Amy's been working on that. Just quickly, two things. One thing was Amy mentioned stuff. And we call this, very often we call this stuff, and we do it very intentionally. And the reason we say that is because we want to disempower the condition and empower the individual. If you're somebody out there listening to this and you're dealing with this stuff, it's hard. And you may feel marginalized, and you may have a hard time going to work, going to school, being a mom, being a dad. And if you're a family member, just really concerned about what you can do. Once somebody gains insight, which is sometimes the hardest thing, and you may be out there as a family member going, but they don't even know they have it. I mean, I see it every day and I can't get them to do anything. That's a reason to go to NAMI because we help with that. So the trainings that we have, our facilitators, such as Amy, such as myself, we have at least 50 hours worth of training, and if you're coming from NAMI Davidson, we're also requiring a mentorship. These are evidence-based national signature programs, many of them. And so we don't do this lightly. NAMI has been very involved with the National Institute of Mental Health. We know this, we are this. And so I think that's really important to understand is when you call Amy, and she can fill you in a little bit more, but when you call Amy or when you call NAMI Davidson, and if you can't reach somebody right away, we are the only fully staffed NAMI office in the state, other than the state office. So we don't mind helping, but we really, if you're in Robertson County, we want to get you to Amy, because Amy and Tony that came before her are the people that know that area. And so, I'll kick it back to Amy, and she can share again a little. And she did mention that we do have some trainings going. We are going to do a Bridges training, and Amy is joining us with that Bridges training in starting February 5th. You can find it on our website, which is namidavidson.org. But I certainly want Amy to repeat the contact numbers for Robertson County so people know that they've got something close by.
Very good. Go ahead, Amy.
We're starting at Bridges in March, on March 1st, and our class will be from 10 till 12:30. And it'll be 10 weeks, and they can contact me at 931-980-5019 or at our email address, which is NAMI for Robertson County at gmail.com. We do ask that you register because it's a limited number of people that we can take. Like Robin said, they have their class and they can go on her website and register. Theirs is only 5 weeks because they double the classes each week. And that's for people who are working, and we're trying to get them able to go. Mine is during the day, and we're trying to help those who are usually the ones who don't work, and it gives them out because a lot of people don't want to get out at night, and this is to help them.
And go ahead and give those numbers again in that website again, if you would, real quick.
For NAMI Davidson, their website is namidavidson.org, and for Robertson County, it is Amy Lawrence at 931-980-5019, or at the website, our email is NAMI for Robertson County at gmail.com.
And NAMI is NAMI, National
Yes,
Alliance for Mental Illness. What are we missing, ladies? Anything that you want to add before we run out of time here? We've got a few more minutes. I'm expecting a 7:30 guest. Haven't seen them yet, so we can keep talking until they get here. But go ahead.
We do have NAMI Walk coming up, and
Okay.
I'll let Robin tell more about that because she knows more of the plans than I do. We're following in with them, and I'll let her get more information on that.
So thank you. So NAMI Walks is a national movement on behalf of NAMI and mental health awareness, and letting people know that I love to tell people, you can walk, talk, and chew gum with this stuff. There are more people that have mental health issues in the world and that are filling hospital beds than any other condition. Mm-hmm. We talk about it. We want you to talk about it too as soon as we normalize this as a health condition. It'll get a lot better. So we are going to be hosting NAMI Walks Greater Nashville in May 21st in Shelby Park. It's our first time in 2 years that we've hosted this in person, and we're hoping for the best. And NAMI in Robertson County is going to be a part of this, and we are working with Amy so that we can be a support as we raise funds for this. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and as we raise funds for this, we are looking to be supportive of NAMI in Robertson County, and so just and looking for NAMI Walks .org Greater Nashville. You'll also be able to link to it on our website at NAMIDavidson.org. But we want to use this as a vehicle for some of the people up there in Robertson County to get support. So we're very much looking forward to Amy's involvement in that, people from there, so that we can provide support in Robertson County. We've been doing some of that. We've been providing materials. Anything that almost anything NAMI offers is free, but let's face it, folks, there are costs involved. There are materials. There's different things. And while Amy is doing it as a volunteer NAMI, which is fantastic, there are still the costs of materials and other things that are involved. So we do hope that you'll come out and support NAMI Walks Greater Nashville in May and support Amy and the folks up there in Robertson County.
Very good. Anything that you think we're missing?
No, ma'am. Like I said, we're just wanting to build it up,
right.
Wanting to be there for the community. That's
right.
Our main thing, is to be here for the community. That's one of the things the community isn't aware, and we're wanting to make that awareness. We're wanting to work with the different leaders in the community and help them be there and know that we're there for them and make it available to them.
Well, and it's just a couple of things that y'all said, and again, we're expecting a 7:30 guest, but if they don't get here, we can keep talking. Mm-hmm. But a couple of things, as somebody who has, with my exposure in my family, the idea of having family support, huge. And something that Amy said that I find fascinating is for somebody that, say, is bipolar, and being able, whenever they're in a place, when they're in a good place, going, okay, if I have an episode, here's what I need from you. Wow, that would have been huge. And again, my sister has passed, but that would have been amazing, because when she would have an episode, she would be so embarrassed. She would be so embarrassed. Mm-hmm. And it was, if we have, I just can't begin to tell you what that would have meant.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I know.
Laverne, we have a class coming up, and at some point, Amy will be able to bring this to Robertson County, too. I know it's her goal. And so we have a class called Family to Family that is coming up March 5th. And it's an 8-session intensive class just for family members, for them to gain understanding. This is a national signature program of NAMI, just for them to gain understanding of what's going on, and what do? I'm walking on eggshells here. I'm afraid to say anything.
Yeah.
And by the way, I appreciate I appreciate the love for your sister. I'm sorry that you lost her. The same with my sister too. And she was someone with mental illness, and so we carry them in our hearts. But as we do what you're doing, it's not only are you carrying her in your heart just as I carry mine, but we're also saying, this could be easier on families.
Yeah.
And so we have separate support groups for family members and mixed support groups. But Amy is going to, eventually we want this to come into Robertson County. But until then, you're welcome to go on the NAMI Davidson website under the Education tab so that you can sign up for that class. It will be in person in Davidson County. But we really are hoping that we can get family to family to Robertson County. We also have a 90-minute caregivers primer every second Saturday of the month just for family members. And so they can find that on the website. But this is, God bless Amy and Tony and the village up there that has been trying to work on this to bring it in. These guys have been working hard so that people up there in Robertson County can start talking out loud about mental health issues as the health issues that they are without shame.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Amen. I appreciate y'all so much. Again, this just brings up so many emotions, and but again, just you saying that very key thing about how that somebody's going through this can help you help them, and that would have been enormous. And I just appreciate you guys so much. So excited to have you guys be a part of our community. And the door is always open if y'all have anything else that you want to do. Anything that we're missing, my guests, they're here, so we're going to go ahead and make the transition. But anything else that we need to add, Amy or Robin?
Just want to remind people
I would say just Amy's phone number and whatever she wants to remind you of.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Just want to remind people that we're going to have our first support group meeting on February 7th, first Monday of February, from 6:30 to 8 at the hospital. On the ground floor at the conference room, and would love to have family and those with mental health conditions, and look forward to meeting as many that would like to be willing to come out.
And tell them your phone number and your email again, and do it twice.
My name's Amy Lawrence. My number's 931-980-5019. Again, my number's 931-980-5019. My email is NAMI, N-A-M-I, the number 4, at at gmail.com. Again, that email is NAMI, N-A-M-I, the number 4, Robertson County, at gmail.com.
Outstanding. You did great. And again, folks, listen to this, and maybe that's something that we hit a chord for you personally, or if you have a family member going through this, help them through this. And if you happen to be in a job like I am, and you deal with people that are living on the street, and you're dealing with this, man, you need education, and you need to know how to handle it, because it is, if you can properly diagnose it and get the help, you can make such a difference. Amen.
Amen. And thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Doors always open. Amy Lawrence and Robin Nobling, and they're with NAMI, National Alliance for Mental Illness, and we're going to have a chapter here in Robertson County. We'll continue to talk about it. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. God bless y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're gonna end with our phone call here, and we're gonna let y'all make the switch real quick. Amy, if you want to go ahead and let my other guests come on in here. Thank you for joining us, and I'll let y'all make the switch while I go ahead and talk about my next sponsor. We'll talk about Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center. Limited hours during the colder months, because it's colder out there, so they're not there on Sunday, but they're open Monday through Saturday. They're there from 9 to 4. And it's very important that you stay in touch with everybody and stay up on what's going on with your garden, because you want to be ready when the spring happens, when it's time to be planting. If you're going to plant some cold weather vegetables, that happens in the end of February. So, a lot of things I used to do a lot of gardening, and the sugar snap peas, that my husband loves. I would plant those around the end of February. And so if you're wanting to, lettuces, things like that, they do so much better when it's cooler. And she can talk to you, Amy and Miss Jane can talk to you all about that and get you up to speed on what you need to be doing. And if you want something special in your yard with some perennials or some annuals, they can help you out with that as well. But you got to go out and talk to them right now so you can start preparing. Whenever we have the milder temperatures in the winter, that's a great time to get your garden ready, to turn the soil over when it's nice. And it's so much easier than doing it in the hot summertime when the ground's dry. Trust me on this. Get ahead of it. And you can also talk to them about all your CBD questions. If you want to check out CBD products, check out Robertson County CBD. You can go right to the source. These plants are grown here by Amy's brother Bill, and that is what's processed into all the products that they have there at Corbin Creek. I use their CBD. I took a little break from it just for a week and a half just to kind of see if it was, you want to kind of test it and see, is this really, am I being truthful about what this does for me? Yeah, because when I stop taking it for even a week or so, I can feel it throughout my entire body. It's consistency. If you have arthritis like I do, it may be a real game changer for you. If you're having sleep issues, just all kinds of uses for the products that have CBD. It's a natural product that may be a game changer for you. Go and talk to them. Corbin Creek Greenhouse, Gifts and Gardening Store. They're open again Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4, closed on Sundays right now during the winter. You can call them and talk to them. 615-384-3185, 615-384-3185. They're at 4920 Highway 161, and when you get by there, always please tell them that U-Turn sent you. And some people who are very familiar to us, Credenda is in the house, just up the street from us. I go by y'all's house all the time. Now they know which one. Yeah, I know, y'all are so sleepy. They're musicians, and it's like, oh, we don't want to get up so early, Laverne. But here's the thing. They have a new song. I'm going to get all y'all to kind of slide that way, so make sure you get all of y'all on camera. But they have their song that you've heard many times here, A Bridge in Dixon County, which I absolutely love. It's the prodigal son story, and I absolutely love it. And it is available now for purchase. Where can you get this song, folks?
Well, more like the Good Samaritan.
What did I say? The Good Samaritan?
The prodigal
yeah,
son.
I meant the
I always say the
Samaritan.
same thing, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I knew better, but anyway, but
Just
yes.
in case
The
they're
Good
trying
Samaritan, the Good Samaritan. It's a parable come to life in a song, and it's beautiful. Yes, the Good Samaritan. Thank you for getting me straight on that. But where can they purchase this song?
You can find it wherever you buy your music. That's, I don't know, Spotify, iTunes. We usually say all platforms because the list is so long. It's like you can find it wherever you listen, stream, buy your music.
And so, but for that reason, y'all sent me a download of it. I can't play it because if I do, it'll shut down my feed. Because once a song is available for purchase, the algorithms on social media will not let you play it unless you have a very, very clear license to do so. So that's why I told y'all, be prepared to play it live this morning, because that's the only way we can, because if I just play it, they'll shut me down. But since you're here and you're playing your song, it'll be okay. At least I think, because now they may not even as long as this is Credenda, okay, Facebook, they own the song, they're going to play it for us, so don't shut us down, okay? But they have this little algorithm that the minute that it's a for purchase song, because see, we use One Street Over, which you can't buy, and it is the people who play it are friends of mine. They gave us rights to play that. Okay, Facebook, we get to play One Street Over. We don't own that song. Ridgetop Ramblers do, but they gave us permission. So I don't know what you have to do to get permission to play stuff on Facebook anymore, but because we do a lot. And if you're listening out there, the WSGI folks that are listening through terrestrial signals, the 1100 AM, they're all going, they don't know what we're talking about. But social media is a big thing in all avenues of broadcasting now. And so you have to play with all the algorithms. So, and one programming note, WDBL is off the air. I mentioned that when we started this morning, but they're having signal issues with the transmitter. They are working on it. So, yes, WDBL is down, but they are aware and they are working on it. So with that said, A Bridge in Dixon County, the Good Samaritan story, and it is a great song, and they're gonna sing it for us right now, and just kind of get us on into it, and then you're gonna go buy it, right? Go for it.
99 cents.
99-cent purchase.
Won't
That's
break
it.
a bank.
We'll just slip that in there somewhere.
There you go. There you go. Go for it.
I woke this morning on a bridge in Dixon County. The sun was hot and I had nowhere to go. A man walked by pretending that he didn't see me. He quickly ran away, my thoughts turned over slow. I woke to find myself discarded, bruised and broken. Like trash kicked to the side, no one gave me a thought. My eyes were shut, I tried so hard to make them open. My pale hands weakened as the midday sun beat down. My reputation just 1 week ago served me well, but that's not who I really am. The pain and heartache that I kept inside my own hell, for so long I tried to hide. I woke as night fell on a bridge in Dixon County. The moon was shining as I opened up my eyes. Her brown eyes widened as at first she hadn't seen me. She almost tripped and fell and looked back with surprise. She called for help, then knelt to look at me. Relieved to find I was alive. Her dark skin glistened in the moonlight rays, and the tears she could not hide. I woke as night fell on a bridge in Dixon County. I stood up, it felt so good to be alive. Hey!
Outstanding. I need an applause button. I love that song. I absolutely love that song. And I mean, you can hear the story of the Good Samaritan in it. And it's just absolutely, that's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, we're really happy. Roots Radio is going to pick it up, and they're going to start playing it, and our EP too. So
very good. Very good. Very good. And so why don't you introduce the kids and just kind of tell them who you are and kind of unpack it because in case you've never heard Credenda, they're here in Robertson County. They're my neighbors, and just love them, and the music that they play, they do such an excellent job. They got such beautiful harmonies. Mama's not from around here. She talks funny. So go ahead and tell them about yourself.
Yeah.
Tell them about your family.
Well, I was born in the UK in the north of England and came to the States in '82. Met an American, had 6 kids, and they all do music just about. They either paint, virtual artists, or do both. And I work with Anna and Daniel right here.
So
2 of
that
them.
makes up Credenda. So where
Yeah.
did the name come from? Tell them about that.
Well, I didn't actually come up with it, so I'm gonna slide it around.
Come on, you guys.
No, I'm the least talkative person here.
Oh, come on.
We were looking for names.
We had a name before, but it wasn't exactly jiving with me, so Mom actually wrote a list she opened up a dictionary
Yeah.
and later showed me, and Credenda was in that list, and out of everything it jumped out at me, so that's her name.
And tell them what Credenda means, because you think Credenza? No, Credenda. So
Yeah.
what does it mean?
Oh, it's the plural of creed.
It's the plural of creed. It means things to be believed.
There you go.
And we thought that fit us.
I like it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I've heard them unpack that before, but I thought if you're new and you're just hearing this song, you're like, oh, that's a cool song. I want to get more of it. What's the story with the name? So how's it going? The song was released when? It's been a couple of weeks
That
now?
was released on the 7th.
Okay. So it's been just a week then, just a
Yeah.
little over a week. So
it feels
very good.
longer, but it's been out. I mean, you build up to a release, and it's like you're always prepping and prepping and prepping. Then when it comes out, it's like, what do you do then? Then it's
like,
like,
it's out.
then comes the promotion part of the whole thing. So
That's the marketing side.
yeah.
We're all terrible at that. I'm telling you. But it's a part of it. It's part of it. So people can get this on all platforms. So just go out there and download Credenda's A Bridge in Dixon County. Do you have any other releases out there? You said that Roots is playing your song and your what?
Yeah, they started looking into us, and they looked on Spotify and saw that we had an EP out too, and that was produced by Kim McLean, a songwriter, a very successful songwriter in Nashville, and they like our music, and they want to play it. So
That's very cool. And I mean, it's got such a unique quality. It's got kind of a folksy rock kind of, I don't know. I mean, and it's got the spirituality of it. I mean, it is definitely my sweet spot when it comes to music. That's what I love. I like music that tells a story. I love the harmonies. I just can't say enough about it. So
well, Apple have got us down as alternative folk.
I was gonna
apparently,
say, I'm like,
so-
I think we were thinking about when we were pitching this to Spotify. I'm like, what genre does this count as? And I looked later on, and Apple Music had said alternative folk, and I'm like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. We'll go with that.
absolutely.
Because we always fall under that kind of Americana like genre banner, whatever, and then
I like alternative folk. I think that's fabulous. I'm trying to think of different artists. What is the one? I can't think of the name. That I would call them an alternative folk band, and I can't think of who they are.
Somebody said we sound like Nickel Creek. Is it?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And there's another one too that, and it just escapes me right now because I don't do a lot with music, so that's why that's not my thing. But I know I've been in radio in Nashville for so long, but I've always been in the news side, so that makes the difference. But so how's it going? Have you guys got some? Have you got some shows planned? Something to kind of feature it and to help roll it out? When are y'all going to be playing next?
Well, we are actually. Can I talk about the
Yeah,
sessions?
sure, yeah.
So we're doing something each month now, and it takes a lot of planning, called the Farmhouse Sessions, which is
Which
something.
you know about.
Yes, I do. Because we've done
Yes.
some of those at my place.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully
between
again.
our barn and y'all's house, basically.
In between, we play a lot of rounds at the Commodore Grill right now on West End in Nashville, and but the Farmhouse Sessions has become a big thing for us because it's such a unique experience, but it's very much Robertson County. It's bringing a little bit of Nashville to Robertson County, and it's an unplugged, intimate kind of Americana songwriter round meets community get-together sort of thing, and yeah, we're being very hush-hush on details because we've decided to do it that way. But it's fun. Yeah, we're going to be talking more about it.
Yeah, look on our page. It's an interesting thing because of the way we do it, and it's on private property, so we don't advertise it on Facebook. But check messages on our band page if you're a musician and you're interested in playing it.
So in other words, if you're nice to them, they'll invite you. That's what
it's
it is.
all
If
code
you're
for you got to
friends,
DM us.
That's right. You got to. And I mean, and here's the thing: as it warms up, we might could do something down by the creek. I'm just saying, across Hall of Homestead, my place. So there's a lot of potential for some things because we're all neighbors again, and we've done a few little sessions in the barn. That was awesome before it got too cold, and we did one that was too cold, and it was cold. It was fun, but it was so cold.
Yeah.
But so we're avoiding that until it warms back up. But I can't say enough about how the experience went. It was fun.
We have our awards on the wall, for surviving that.
Yes,
Do you remember?
absolutely.
No, we weren't smoking anything, when we sang.
No. Well, that's really funny. As you were seeing the video of it, you could see the breath
big old
coming
puffs
out.
of breath coming
It
out.
was like it looked like smoke, and it was that's how cold it was. Is our breath? It was smoky and all that. But what are we missing here, guys? So we want to make sure they know how to get the song. It's a bridge in Dixon County, and you said that they found the Roots Radio found an EP. What is an EP? I know what an LP is, but what's an EP?
I am ashamed to say that we've been in music for like 8 years, and I have absolutely no idea what EP is an acronym for.
4 or 5 songs.
Yeah. So, but I know it's 5 songs. Normally about 5 songs.
Okay.
And it is, I think, like LP's limited pressing or something like that. And EP, I'm not quite sure what that means. So a bunch of people are probably going to get on and say, it's this, you're an idiot.
So, oh no. I mean, this is like, when you said EP, I'm like, okay, well, that's the digital version of an LP is what it is. Is what I figured. But I don't know what that stands for. So
It costs less money, basically, to do 4 or 5 songs than, and people don't listen to a long. What did it used to be, a CD? Anymore, and musicians just tend to release a single now, so 1 song at a time.
We figured it gave us more freedom to focus on one song and promote that one song. And now with streaming, it's kind of like you get put in a playlist and stuff like it. There are a lot of details that went into planning that. But to answer the question where you can find us on the main platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. And you can also, on our socials, it's at Credenda Music. So if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you can find us there. And if anybody needs help spelling Credenda, I will gladly help. I always say it's like credenza, but instead of the Z, you put a D.
Yeah.
And the easiest place for people who don't like social media, just go onto YouTube. It's the easiest, at Credenda Music, and they have the whole EP on there.
And
well as
Lee Marie, producer extraordinaire, it means extended play.
Oh,
she just Googled it. I'm like,
play. So,
she's showing it to me under the
Marie.
table.
Yeah, extended play. So there
She's
you go.
Listening.
But anyway, and Jerry Sothergill is also throwing us something up there too. But
my gosh.
Anyway, well, I mean, I don't know what is EP. But anyway, you know what? I've still got to do an ad here, and it's about 5 till. My neighbors are here. Credenda is here. They are sharing with us the fact that a bridge in Dixon County you've heard here many, many times because I love it, and they are just great talents, and you can buy that song now. I'm excited to say you can go out and purchase that song and help support them and get them out there. But a bridge in Dixon County, the Good Samaritan story, put to music, and it is really fabulous. And we are going to pause for a minute though and talk about Reiselman Buick GMC. My friends, I pulled up the website again this morning because I love playing with their website because it just works so nice. But you can pull up the website. First thing that pops up is order your new Buick or GMC right now. And if you click on it, it says click here. You click on it, and it just walks you right through the steps. A salesperson will pop up here to say, hey, have you got any questions? It just all works so well. You can schedule a service visit if you want to. You can do your leasing and financing online, and you can look through the inventory. You can search used. You can search new. All everything right at your fingertips on the website, and it works great, and it's at ricehomeandbuickgmc.com. Now, you can also just run by the dealership. They're right there at 2516 Memorial Boulevard. Great selections for you, be it new, be it pre-owned, whatever you want. Go and talk to them. If you don't see exactly what you want, go and tell them exactly what you want. And they'll say, well, you can order it if it's new, or we'll help you find it if it's pre-owned. And again, the service department is there every single day that the dealership is open. Their hours vary, but you can find those hours on the website at Rice and Buick GMC. The dealership hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. Saturday, they're open 8 a.m. until 6 p.m., closed on Sunday. But and then the service hours, again, vary from the dealership hours, but again, everything right there at ricehomeandbuickgmc.com. Go and meet Todd and Courtney Riceman. They picked Robertson County. When they were looking for a dealership to buy, they looked across the country and they saw what we had going on here in Robertson County, and they said, we want to be a part of that community. And ever since they got here, they have been pouring themselves into the community. They sponsor all kinds of nonprofit events. They're out there and they love it here, and we really love working with them. When you get by there, please always tell them at Rice and Buick GMC that U-Turn sent you, and thank them for sponsoring One Street Over. A chance for us to know what's going on one street over from where we are, literally just one street over from here. We've got the family Credenda. They are here, and they are part of our community, and they have a new release, and they are really enriching our community with the arts. So I love it. What are we missing here, guys?
Honestly,
I know it's early.
We're good.
We were out playing last night, and we all
Yeah.
the alarm didn't go off.
Have you seen the movie Home Alone?
Yeah.
Okay, so that scene where the parents shoot up in bed and it's like, oh my gosh. You got like 10 minutes. You got to get yeah, okay, that's basically
Pull the
what
hats
happened.
on,
So we're all wearing hats, and I swear it's a fashion decision.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the fact that
They just woke up. So the next time I want you guys here at 7:30, I need to knock on the door as I drive by your house. Is that what you're telling me?
I was going to say it's a good
guys,
thing
wake up. I need you in the studio in 30 minutes. Right?
One person's supposed to have their alarm going so the rest of us can sleep till the very last minute, but that alarm didn't
remain
go
unnamed.
off this morning. So
Y'all are so cute. I get this. I have so many friends that are musicians, and I was like, hey, you want to come in the studio and play? And they're like, what time? What? 7:30? No. There's Blue. I got to tell this on Blue Roof Fortune Village over here, the little Chinese restaurant. We love them. We have known them ever since we've been in town. We just love them to pieces. And I've actually mentioned to them, I said, you ought to come on the show. And they're like, no, it's too early. No, they just won't do it. Yeah. They just will not do it. And I love them so much, but they're like, nope, it's just too early.
You just got to have an espresso machine right next to the table so people can mainline it. It's like, come on.
That's so funny. But tell them again about your song just before we're going out. We got about a minute here. You can get A Bridge in Dixon County now on all music platforms. What else you want to say, guys?
Well, for people mom's age, I've learned how to navigate Spotify. It's very, very easy. And you can actually form a playlist on your phone and for free, and you just go on your walks with your Spotify playlist. It's really quite easy if I can do it. You have to have an account, of course, a Spotify account, which I tell all my friends to get.
And also something I found out, if you don't have a premium account, you don't have the option to turn off shuffle. So some people go to our page on Spotify and try playing the song, and then they'll get another song in a shuffle playlist. That's because of that whole thing. It's kind of annoying, but if you don't like all that stuff and you don't have a premium account with Spotify, then Apple Music, and you can find us on there.
Very good. 99 cents you can buy the song, guys. I mean, 99 cents.
Yeah.
And I haven't downloaded it yet, but I will today. I will do it today. I will buy it today. I promise. And y'all sent me a link already. I've already got the song, but I'm still going to buy it just because I love y'all. I sent you
about 20 more, yeah.
Yeah. So very good, but very good. And Credenda, go get the song, A Bridge in Dixon County. I got some friends from Dixon County, man. Y'all need it. It needs to be a theme song. It's awesome. It's spiritual. It's awesome. They are alternative folk. I love that. I love it. Alternative folk, Credenda, and our neighbors right here. God bless you guys. This is 1100 WSGI. Tomorrow we will have Ryan Martin coming in, city manager. He'll be talking to us about all things Springfield. So be sure and join us again right here on 1100 WSGI. God bless. Have a great day.